morning, friends. We are in my bathroom. It is Thursday and I am getting ready. I have a doctor's appointment this morning, but I need to come home and film a couple more videos. So I thought, you know what, why don't I just film a little makeshift get ready with me, and you guys can watch if you want to, don't if you don't. My face is hella red, not only because it's bad lighting, but I just took a very hot shower, which again, I know you're not supposed to do when you're dry, but when you're freezing is about all that will do. So I'm just wetting my Real Techniques beauty sponge, which, you know. So I've already moisturized my face, and I put a little bit of oil on my under eyes. I've had this tube of argan oil for probably 3 or 4 years now, and I've barely used any of it. So, I mean, it's good, but it is an oil. So there you go. Okay, so let me get comfortable here. I'm going to start with primer, and I have like 3 or 4 that I round through. Actually, I have probably 5. I probably have around 5. One of my favorites that doesn't get much talk on YouTube is this Urban Decay Optical Illusion Primer. This will, like, it blurs your skin. And again, all of this makeup, for the most part, I've had for eons, except for like foundation, mascara, and stuff that I have to replace on the regular. So yeah, back when I had money. Well, I had money to spend on luxury cosmetics, I guess. Did you see? Well, you can't see that. This lighting sucks. I can't get Rob to switch to white lights. I don't know why. So now that I've done that, I'm gonna use an illuminizer. Illuminizer, that's what it's called. Under my foundation, or maybe I'll just mix it in. Roxy kitty, what are you doing? I have the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. Probably have too much of this too. My skin is very dry and very, very dull. So I go a little heavy on highlighter and stuff so I don't look crispy. Crispy. Now, let me just say this. I don't wear makeup on the regular. I never have, ever since I was a kid. Number one, because my mom and my grandmother never wore it, so I didn't have anybody to teach me, and back then there was no such thing as YouTube. So I just kind of do what I think works for me, whether it does or not. We don't know. Okay, so before I put on my I need to wax my eyebrows today. Put it on the list. It'll probably have to happen this weekend. Before I put on my foundation, I like to put on a color corrector for these deep eye sockets. I don't know if this helps. I've tried several of them. Wayne Goss recommended the Krylon bases one time, and I picked those up, and Jesus, they were so dry. I did get to where I was mixing them with that oil, but I didn't see any noticeable difference. So hopefully, and I may be using the wrong color. I may need, you know, like a darker pink, or maybe even try a yellow. So, I don't know. I hate this part right here. And I didn't even have concealer on the other day because it's like you can't really see it with my glasses, but you could still see it. And you could still see it here too. And that's because they're so deep. It's like, ah. Okay, that's enough. I am using the L'Oreal Lumi True Match in W12. I've just now, in the last 3 months, realized that I am warm and not cool. Who knew? Who knew these things? I thought for a while that I was neutral. I thought for a while that I was cool. But I bought cool foundation and I was like, nope. It just made me really orange. Thank goodness for return policies on makeup. Here she comes. Beesh. Hi, Mama. What are you doing, Rusty Tatos? That was pitiful if I've ever heard it. What are you doing? My space heater in my room isn't working. It was blowing out cold air. So I had to turn it off. She's probably cold. I'm cold. What? What? No. Well, I don't know what you want. You gotta tell me. Or show me. No? Okay. Don't. I talk to her like she's human. I'm one of those people. What? What, Mama? Come here, I'll pet you. I'm not opening up the closet. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Girl, you lost your mind. She started scratching carpet, and she's never done that before. You know better. Blend. I feel like Bob Harscock, is that his name? Violently blend. I have a mirror in front of me, that's why I'm not looking in this one. Okay. Then I have, oh no, where'd it go? I have this Model's Own Cover-It, which is pretty thick. It reminds me of the Bye Bye Under Eye by It Cosmetics. Like, I think it's probably a little dark. And it's really thick. The skin is so crepey under my eyes. Sometimes I use a brush, but my brushes are dirty. up, baby? What? Hi. Hi. What's the matter? What's wrong, huh? What's wrong with you? I don't powder my face. Roxy. What are you doing? Girl. So I don't powder my face because I'm dry. But if you felt like you needed to, go ahead. Again, not a beauty guru. This is just what I do. And I hate that my makeup always settles down here in my newly formed jowls. That's one of the bad things about losing weight. When you're fat, fat don't crack. When you start to lose weight, you get more wrinkles. All right, so while I'm waiting for my foundation to set down, I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows. And I do that with an Anastasia Brow Wiz. I normally do the pomade dip brow, but I can't be bothered. Don't overpluck your eyebrows when you are a kid. They don't grow back. Did I tell you about the time that I nared my eyebrows off? That was just a few years ago. I used to use Nair to clean them up underneath. And one morning I did it like at 5 o'clock in the morning, which was a very stupid idea. I ended up losing half of them, literally. I cut like right in half, right down the middle. So I have to find some shoes. That is why I keep having the leg cramp in my legs. I have dorsal tunnel syndrome in my ankle, which is basically like carpal tunnel, but it's in your ankle, from breaking my foot 2011, 2012. We had a huge bed with huge mattresses, and I stepped down and I said, uh-oh. And Rob's like, what? I said, I think I broke my foot. He's like, no, you didn't. And I was like, I really think I did. He's like, we would have heard it, and I was like, I don't know. So I said, I'll give it a few days. So 2 days later, oh my gosh. Oh, dueling eyebrows. A few days later, I was in the shower and my whole foot arch and all collapsed. And I was like, yeah, something's not right. So I went to the free clinic. Yeah, it was before Rob had a new job, so we didn't have insurance. And that's back before you had to have it. So I went, and the stupid doctor was like, oh, I'll just crack it. It's not broken. And I was like, no, you are not going to adjust my foot. Number one, you're not a chiropractor. And number two, fuck that. Pardon my French. Sorry about that. And so they took x-rays, and she called me back, and she was like, there's nothing wrong. You're fine. And I was like, I told Rob, I was like, no, that's not true. He's like, are you sure? I was like, I know my body. this is kind of when my distrust of doctors really ramped up. So I went back on About My Life. She put me in this little boot or shoe, and I wore that for a few weeks, and I made an appointment with the podiatrist with the nation. So I went and saw her, and she's like, She's like, well, I've gotten your records. She's like, but you tell me where it hurts. And I told her, and she's like, okay, come into my office. And I was like, what the hell? Come find out, I did have a break. I broke a small bone beside my pinky toe. And then I also fractured hairline fracture between my third and fourth toe. And I said, why did they say nothing was the matter? That radiologist said nothing was the matter. And she said, because they thought it was an old break. She said, but it's not, it's new. I was like, crap. So she's like, I'm gonna put you in a brace and come back and see me in about a month. And I said, okay. 2 weeks later, I was back. I couldn't walk. After being in that brace, I couldn't walk. Couldn't put my foot down. Like, I couldn't do anything. It was absolutely horrible. And the nurse was like, I went in as a walk-in. She's like, you were like way early. You're like a few weeks early. I'm like, yeah. I said, that's because I cannot walk. She's like, oh. I was like, yeah. Oh. So she put me in a boot. It must have been 2001. It must have been 2012. And I was in the boot for probably a good 3 or 4 months. And then Rob finally got insurance because we weren't making any progress. And I went and saw a new podiatrist, and he was like, you have dorsal tunnel. And I was like, what is that? And he's like, it's where you, it's kind of like carpal tunnel, where you damage the ligament in your ankle and it goes all the way up your leg. I did a piss poor job on that eyebrow. Poor eyebrow. That's what I get for trying to talk and do eyebrows at the same time. And he said, you know, the only way to fix it is to wear this boot. And I was like, how much longer do I have to wear that boot? And he said, probably for another 2 months. And I was just like, God dang. So by the time I was done, I was basically in a boot for a year. And then I got custom orthotics that I still have, but I got some SAS shoes a couple years ago, and they're like, oh, you shouldn't have to wear orthotics at all. They're really, really comfortable and really supportive. And they are, but I've basically been barefoot since August, and that's, number one, I shouldn't be barefoot because I'm diabetic. And number two, I shouldn't be barefoot because I need the support in my arch, because my arch is so large. So, look at that. They're not even in the same relation. They're not even of the same relation right here. It's all right. So yeah, I really should be wearing shoes in my orthotics, and so I've got to find some shoes that are a bit easier to wear around the house. So hopefully we'll have a little bit of money left over from Rob's check today, and I can do that. Look, this one's so nice, and this one's like, ooh. This is the one that's like, oh, look, we're just pretending over here. And this one's like, oh, you went to beauty school. I hate when I get phone calls and I'm filming. Don't they know? Okay, that's it. That is what it is at this point. I'm gonna put a little bit more gel. You purposely cannot see. You purposely cannot see my vanity. It is so bad. Oh, there it is. This is just Essence Brow Gel. What's crazy is I started using clear mascara for my brows like in 1996, before it was popular. And the only reason I remember that is because it was my senior year of high school. Wait, was it a little bit later than that? You know what? Maybe I was in my like 20s, about to be 20. Teens, 19, maybe I just turned 20. I don't remember. I remember I was pulling in to my job and I had just bought it and I put it on my eyebrows. This just looks ridiculous. Oh well, it is what it is, Misty. Most of this is gonna be covered by my glasses anyway, so it's not that big a deal. All right, let's get some bronzer. Bronzer. Blush. I have way too many blushes and way too many lipsticks. Those are my two favorite. Probably because they're colorful. Where's my blush brush? Found it. I don't put anything on the apples of my cheek because Wayne Goss told me not to. Because he said when you smell like this and you put it on your apple, and then it comes down here. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. So I just kind of get placement and then I go behind it. Again, I don't know if that's the right way to do things. It's just how I do things. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Then I like to use this Makeup Revolution triple baked highlighter Goddess of Faith. Such a pretty like rose gold color. Also have Stila Kitten, which is also pretty. Maybe I'll wear that today. I actually think it's basically the same color. I have a whole drawer of highlights. I've got Becca. Again, all of these back when this is Moonstone, Soapstone, Pearl. And then I have the Stila Kitten. And then I have Becca in Moonstone. I don't even have my glasses on. Can't see nothing. Don't let me down. It's way too dark. And then I don't know what this one is. If you ever catch one of those little Becca $20 sets, that's a really good price because these will last me for all my life. So this is Stila, which is basically the same color as that other highlighter. Also like to buy highlighters, or liked to buy highlighters. I haven't bought any in a while. And then I'm going to spray it just so it doesn't look so powdery. This is the Urban Decay All-Nighter. This stuff is legit. Now I think there's one for people who have oily skin. I went to my 20-year high school reunion in 2016 in July in Oklahoma. It was 110 degrees outside. They had the reunion outside and my makeup did not budge, like, at all. And I sweat the entire night, but it didn't. Like, see, my under eyes are they're so dark. I don't understand. I need a close-up mirror. Whoa, 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 whoa. Almost lost you. So this is the Maybelline Lash Stiletto. I just like wands with this shape. Can you guys see that? Where it's like tapered. This is my favorite wand shape. I love this Essence mascara. Oh my word. This one, the False Lash Mascara. But it, like, what's the word? It doesn't chip, like it flakes really bad. But this formula, if it didn't flake, it would be holy grail. And I'm not even kidding. I don't curl my lashes. I probably should, but I don't. Probably because my cheeks are so fat. It's hard to do it. And I don't wear bottom mascara because it transfers all the time. That's it, guys. Now I gotta put on some lipstick. And I have a lot of them, but one that I always go back to that I absolutely love is this one from Kat Von D. It's one of her Everlasting lipsticks, but I can... Let's see. Nope, I still can't read it. I think it's like Superba or something like that. I don't know. there we go. I don't take it to my corners because it never dries. I get it everywhere. And then I would do more, but that's the end of my arms for this morning. I can't take my medicine until I get back from the doctor. So I'm gonna get dressed and then we'll take my blood sugar and get the day started. To round out the whole beauty blogger experience, this is my outfit of the day. This is my Argyle sweater. I love Argyle. I always wear a tank top underneath, and I normally pair it with this blue one. Old Navy leggings, and then Croc canvas shoes. Yes. Oh, there, you can see the makeup a little bit. So it is almost 9:30. I have about 45 minutes to kill before I need to leave, so I will probably respond to comments. Oh my word, I've gotten more comments over the last couple days than I have in my whole entire life, and it's hard for me to keep up. So if I don't get to your comment and you just get a heart, please don't take offense. It's just that my arms and my hands are tired. $187. Ugh. All right, guys. I will see you when I get back from the doctor. All right, guys. I am back from my appointment. I need to start doing thumbnails for my videos because I stopped and I need to get back to it. So, yeah. Anyway, I just got back from the neurologist. I hate going there. This is not my normal neurologist. This is someone my doctor sent me to because of the seizure or whatever that thing was. And they have the tiniest waiting room. Their bathroom is larger than their waiting room. And it never fails. When I go and there are other people there, there's always someone who hasn't bathed. And I was like, oh dang. So that gave me a really bad headache. But other than that, she said everything looked good. She did say that she wanted to recheck in 3 or 4 months. Apparently there is a 3-day test, whereas this one gives you about 50% of, like 50% of what your brain does. This one gives like a 95%. It measures heart rate, but it's a 3-day test. And she's like, I don't know that you have met enough for your deductible. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know that I'm into that. So we're gonna wait, and I'm gonna see my doctor on the 20th, which is next week. And sometimes I hate dealing with this staff, and I think I've mentioned that before. Sometimes they're really awesome, sometimes they're not. And she's like, well, we don't have the report. I was like, yes, I know you don't have the report. You're gonna get the report. I said that it takes me about 2 weeks to get into you guys, so I just wanna go ahead and get the appointment made. And she was like, oh, okay. And I was like, oh my word. She's really sweet. I really like her, but she can be a little flighty. So yeah. So I stopped and picked up Sonic. I got a footlong cheese coney with no bun and a Diet Dr. Pepper. I almost got Starbucks and thought, oh, I'll just drink a coffee and be done. But I'm actually hungry and I want something to eat, but I also don't want a burger. I'm about burgered out. So yeah, so that's what's about to happen. Once I get done with that, I need to film. I need to film at least 3 videos today, hopefully a 4th, but we'll see, because I also have to get some things done. Like I've mentioned, I've got to get stuff shipped out. I've got to get stickers printed and shipped out. Like I have some things to do, and I need to design some stickers so I can have them go live tomorrow. So yeah, I have a lot on my to-do list. So the next time you guys see me, I don't know when you'll see me again, but it'll be the usual. Rob is to work late. It's his overtime night, so he will be having another dinner that I had prepared for him. If I'm hungry after this, which who knows, I do have another package of sausage. I also have a little bit of cheese left where I can make a skillet pizza, but I also have a roll of summer sausage and some Applewood smoked cheese that I haven't opened yet that I could do that too. So I have some options if I decide that I am hungry later. So I just posted today's vlog. It took forever to get up. That's not a good sign, especially with me switching internet. But yeah, so I'm gonna get going on that and I will see you guys a little bit later. All right guys, it is 1:30. I just finished filming, the rest of the videos for my Jolly Fat Elf channel for this week. I don't think I'm gonna film any more today. So that took way longer than I anticipated, but I need to take some photos. So do that. This is my Canon T3 Rebel Nader thing, and I just use 2 pieces of scrapbook paper as my background. And I play with the ISO. I used to have different lighting. I'm gonna have to add some more lighting, but until I do that, I play with those settings. I take a couple of pictures because you can probably see that I'm a little shaky. So it just makes it easier. So Jace, I made a couple of springy, Easter-y cards. Is that a word? Easter-y? It is now. I feel like my photography has been an evolution, because for a long time I didn't realize how, I mean, I still don't know all the settings. So but I feel like my photography is much better than what it was at once upon a time. All right, you guys want to see what I created? Of course you do, duh. If you want to see more, make sure you subscribe to the Jolly Fat Elf. If you're interested in card making or whatever, that's what I do there. So this is Friday's card. How cute is that little bunny? It's a little bunny and a little bird. And then this is today's card. You guys see that? It's so bright. This way, down it's not so bright, but this way it is. So, yay. And do you want to see the mess? No, you do not. All right, so let me get to editing. And then that way tomorrow, all I'll have to do is clean, clean, clean. Jaws. Hey guys, it is 2:30. I managed to go remove all the makeup from my face because it was really starting to bother me. My eye, I think I mentioned it in yesterday's video. One of the main symptoms of myasthenia is like eye droop, and this eye is really starting to bug me. So I went and took my blood sugar, 197. Clearly the chili from the cheese coney drove it up. So taking my Mestanin. I am going to fat fast the next couple of days. And by that, I mean I will probably just stick to bulletproof coffee. And see, I mean, you guys saw that the last time. That worked, brought it down real quick. So I feel like I need to do that again. And maybe I just need to plan on resetting every couple of weeks. I don't know. There's no really other reason why it should be so high. It's not like I've had any like anything that should be causing it to spike that much. So I don't know. I gotta figure out a way so this will stop getting bunched. So yes, that's a real thing that's happening in my life. Not happy about it, but at the same time, it's like I can't, there's nothing I can do about it except continue to do what needs to get done. So yeah, so starting tomorrow, I don't know how many days I'll do it. I'll probably just try to do it a couple of days, maybe for the weekend. I don't know. Rob is going to be really busy. He has overtime tomorrow night. I'm sure he'll have overtime this weekend because he's right in the middle of busy season. So it's not like we'll go anywhere. Oh no, he wants to go. His birthday is on Monday and he wants to get his favorite pizza. If you're in Dallas, I think I've mentioned this before, and you eat pizza, he loves Two Guys from Italy, and it's actually really, really good. It's off of Webb Chapel in 635, and it's hella cheap. I mean, you get a large pizza for like 17 bucks. So we budgeted for him to get his pizza. So we'll do that. Now again, the only problem is that drive over there. So he may have to make that drive by himself. Or maybe I'll just be able to do it tomorrow and I'll wake up Saturday with my blood sugar down. I don't know. Like I said, I'm a little irritated. But as many of you guys have mentioned in the comments, here comes Roxy. And you know, sometimes it goes up and down for no particular reason. So the neurologist earlier was like, you need to make sure you have glucose tablets. And I was just thinking, for what? It's not like it ever goes that low. It hasn't in a really long time. I'm not saying that it never will go that low, but it hasn't in a really long time. So, hi Rox. What's up, Bish? Ricey Super. Hello. What's you doing? Okay, so I need to get some editing done, and so that's it. So for the rest of the day, I'm not taking a shot. I'm not going to. Hopefully it will come back down. If it doesn't, I may have to take a shot, but I'm not going to purposely take a shot until I can see that it's not going to come down. Look at her. Rosie, you in danger, kitty. Danger. Danger. All right, guys, I'll talk to you a little bit. Sorry. Okay, guys, it is 15 till 8. I'm about to eat my last meal of the day. I'm having another pack of that jalapeno sausage I showed you guys earlier. I'm hungry. My blood sugar came down to 158, which is better, but not great. So tomorrow, depending on what my fasting situation is, I may do a modified fat fast or something. I don't know, but I'm getting really irritated. So again, I don't know if it's because I'm fighting an infection. I don't know if it's because the wind blew out of the north today. Like, I just don't know. And it's irritating. Completely irritating. So again, depending on what my fasting blood sugar is, we'll see. Now I probably will be up late tonight. I'm gonna try to stay up. Rob has to work late, and when he does at home, I try to stay up and stay active and check on him. That way he stays awake. So it'll probably be a long night for both of us, which is fine because I had all that caffeine earlier as I yawned. But so yeah, so I will check in with you if I eat anything else. I don't think I will, although I'm really hungry. If I eat anything else, it'll probably be like some pork rinds with some ranch dip or something. So that's it for today, guys. I will see you guys on Monday. Bye for now.